Let me say this very clearly. Plastic is inside your body right now. Not metaphorically, not eventually, not maybe. Right now. Inside your blood, inside your lungs, inside your brain. And this is not a theory. In 2024, heart surgeons in Europe cut open human arteries and found plastic fused into the artery walls. Not floating, not loose, embedded. They studied 257 living patients. More than half had plastic particles inside their arteries. Then they followed these people for 3 years. The patients with plastic in their arteries were 4.5 times more likely to die. 4.5. Let that number hit you. This isn't an environmental issue anymore. This isn't about oceans or turtles. This is a medical emergency hiding in plain sight. And the most disturbing part? You didn't choose this. You were never warned. You were never asked. You were never given consent. Today we're going to uncover how plastic entered the human body, why doctors are alarmed, what this could mean for your future, and what you can still do starting today. Stay with me, because the next 40 minutes may permanently change how you live. Doctors found plastic inside human arteries, and it increased death risk 4.5 times. Watch the full video. This affects you. To understand how plastic ended up inside our bodies, we have to rewind time. For 99.9% of human history, plastic did not exist. Food was stored in glass or clay. Clothes were cotton, wool, or silk. Water touched stone, metal, or wood. Then came the 1950s. Plastic was a miracle. Cheap, light, unbreakable. And that was the problem. Plastic doesn't disappear. It breaks. A bottle doesn't vanish. It fractures into microplastics. Then nanoplastics, so small they're invisible. So small they pass through filters. So small they pass through cells. For decades, scientists believed plastic stayed outside the body. They were wrong. In 2022, microplastics were found in human blood, in lungs, in breast milk, in placentas, in livers, in brain tissue. The blood-brain barrier failed. The placental barrier failed. The human body, evolved over millions of years, was not designed for this. Plastic didn't just surround us, it entered us. The ocean absorbs our mistake. Every year, scientists estimate that more than 11 million metric tons of plastic enter the ocean. But here's what most people misunderstand. The ocean doesn't just collect plastic, it processes it. Sunlight breaks chemical bonds. Waves grind surfaces down. Salt accelerates fragmentation. Plastic doesn't remain whole. It becomes dust. Invisible fragments drift through the water column like snow. Plankton, the foundation of the marine food web, mistake microplastics for food. They ingest them. Small fish eat plankton. Medium fish eat small fish. Large predators eat everything beneath them. Plastic doesn't dilute, it concentrates. This process is called bioaccumulation. By the time plastic reaches tuna, salmon, or shellfish, it's no longer just passing through. It's embedded in tissue. Researchers have now identified microplastics in fish gills, fish livers, fish muscle. That means seafood doesn't only contain protein and omega-3s. It contains the chemical history of our pollution. And when humans eat fish, the chain does not end. It continues inside us. Plastic enters your body in 3 primary ways. 1. You eat it. Microplastics have been detected in seafood, salt, rice, fruits and vegetables grown in contaminated soil. Plastic particles settle into soil from the air. Plants absorb them through their roots. Food packaging adds another layer. When food is heated in plastic containers, plastic shedding increases dramatically. That microwave-safe label? It does not mean plastic-free. It means the container won't melt. 2. You drink it. Microplastics are now found in bottled water, tap water, groundwater, rainwater. In some bottled water samples, researchers found hundreds of thousands of plastic particles per liter. In many cases, plastic particles outnumber minerals. 3. You breathe it. Indoor air contains plastic fibers shed from synthetic clothing, carpets, upholstery, curtains. Every breath carries microscopic threads, and once plastic enters the body, it does not stay where it lands. Plastic has been found in blood, lungs, placenta, and brain. Share this. People deserve to know. Now here's where this stops being abstract science. Dr. Tracy Woodruff is one of the world's leading environmental health scientists at UCSF. She teaches others how to avoid toxic exposure. When she became pregnant, she followed every rule. No plastic containers, filtered water, fresh food, natural fabrics. After birth, she donated her placenta for research. The results stunned her. Her placenta contained 12 different plastic chemicals, from food packaging, from synthetic clothing, from air pollution, from tire dust. Plastic inside the organ that kept her baby alive. She later said, "That was the moment I realized this problem is far bigger than personal choice. And this is the real conflict. Plastic exposure is unavoidable. You breathe it, you eat it, you drink it. Indoor air contains plastic fibers. Water contains plastic particles. Heat releases plastic into food. Babies are now born pre-contaminated. And here's the most dangerous part. Plastic production exploded after 1950, meaning the first fully exposed generation is only now aging. We don't know what happens after 60 or 70 years. We are living inside a global experiment, and the data is still coming in. Now we reach the most difficult question. Does plastic cause cancer? Here is the scientifically honest answer. Plastic itself is not a radioactive toxin, but plastic is a chemical carrier. Microplastics act like sponges, absorbing and transporting BPA phthalates, PFAS, heavy metals. Many of these chemicals are classified as endocrine disruptors, carcinogenic or potentially carcinogenic, immune system disruptors. Cancer does not appear overnight. It emerges when cells are subjected to chronic stress. Animal studies show increased tumor risk when microplastics are present. Human epidemiological data is still developing, and that is the danger. We are the first generation to experience lifetime exposure. A scientist found plastic inside her own placenta. Watch the full story. Here's where the story turns and gives hope. Instead of asking, "Can we avoid plastic entirely?" scientists asked, "Can we reduce exposure enough to matter?" Dr. Woodruff ran a controlled experiment. 2 groups, same city, same air, same water. One group changed nothing. One group made simple daily changes for 30 days. No extremes, no perfection. After 30 days, plastic exposure markers dropped by 73%. Measured, verified, repeated. Later, during another pregnancy, Dr. Woodruff followed these habits again. Her placenta showed over 60% less plastic. Same woman, same environment, different outcome. This proved something critical. Plastic exposure is not binary. Reduction works. Small changes compound. Plastic exposure dropped 73% in just 30 days. Save this. As awareness grew, pressure followed. Parents demanded answers. Consumers changed habits. Governments began discussing regulation. And the plastic industry reacted. Plastic companies spend hundreds of millions of dollars lobbying against restrictions. Not because plastic is safe, but because plastic is profitable. This is no longer just science. It's a battle between public health and corporate convenience. The side that wins depends on awareness. Why plastic companies fight regulation. Share this truth. Here's the truth. You don't need to panic. You don't need to be perfect. But you cannot be ignorant anymore. Every plastic container you stop heating, every filter you install, every choice you change, it matters. Because demand shapes markets. Markets shape policy. Policy shapes the future. One day, history books will say, plastic was found inside every human body. And future generations will ask, what did they do when they found out? Now you know. Comment one habit you'll change this week. Share this with someone you care about. Subscribe for stories that actually matter.